most young men, or whatever you want to call it today.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
One of the mistakes that they make is that, they mislead these women by trying to phantom or try to fake to them that they really love them, and that it's more of a relationship than it is, a pimp and hoe-ship.
Okay.
And a lot of these guys, what they do is, they kiss these women, they lick their vaginas, they hold them all night, and they kick it with them, and, they get real close to them, and that affects their work ethic. That affects them as a person, because they don't see themselves, and particularly the females, in that respect. When they choose up with a guy that they call a pimp, they expect for this guy to pimp them, not to love them, not to cupcake with them, not to shake hands and hold hands. They expect for him, to follow the rules that either one or two of them may read in the Iceberg Slim book, or may have heard on the internet, or may have heard somebody speak on it, or maybe an OG or a veteran host speak on it. You know what I'm saying? So I think when they do that, is they kind of muddy the water. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you put a red on a black, you know what I'm saying, you might get shot, because it don't go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to put the red on the red and the black on the black. But when you mix those wires and you disconnect them and you put them on the wrong cable, you know what I'm saying? What happens is, you know what I'm saying, you get a shock effect. And that's what happens when these guys go out here and with these females and they lying to them and they playing games with them and they making them think it's one thing when it's really something else just to get the money. But the reason why is because a lot of these guys don't have the game and the stamina and the intelligence that it takes to really get the money from a female.
Yeah.
Because that game somehow, the real game, where dudes were, really getting the money and really, checking the ends, that game somehow got cut off the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer in effect. It got lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
And, I don't think, these young guys, they have the ability, to really mash, for their money. You know what I mean? They really, essentially, most of these guys today are gigolo.
Okay.
And a lot of them, if they listen, they're going to swear it down. Not me. But, when you in that mirror, homie, you know what you're looking at. You know what you got to look at, homie. You're looking at yourself. When you look in that mirror, man, you're looking at yourself, man. You can't tell, you can tell everybody a lot. You got to tell the truth to yourself, man. You know what I mean, man? If you cupcake it, man, and you hold your hands and kick your hands, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You playing Romeo and Juliet. Hey, man, listen, man, you and that Dane know what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I always tell y'all, man, listen to the OG, man. It's best to, man, come up, get creative, and find you something else to do, man, because you're probably a better doctor, a better lawyer, a better accountant than you can ever be a pimp.
Yeah. Now, let's break this down. We ain't got to go into that game part, but we'll touch on this, since this is kind of playing out in a lot of things. If you look at people, the definition of a gigolo, people already want to think what they know about, the gentleman of leisure, but the definition of a gigolo and how you just said they're fitting into that category when they look in that mirror. Give that breakdown.
Well, a gigolo is generally somebody, who probably, have, a A1 sex game, probably have a decent sized penis, you know what I'm saying? They probably, a cute boy, you know what I'm saying? Probably look nice. Probably, a smooth conversation. He's not necessarily trying to be a pimp. He don't want to be in a pimp category. He just want to, basically have sex for money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He want to probably get a dame that's lonely, that's probably older, or probably got a good job, that don't have a man, and, he want to provide sexual activities for her, for, a few dollars, maybe $100 here, $200 there. He's not trying to check the whole bankroll or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the gigolo and the hoe don't go. You know what I'm saying? Because the hoe want to give him all the dough, and she ain't trying to, be sexed up. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to, sex is a part of it, but she's pretty, mostly, a hoe want to be mentally stimulated. You know what I'm saying? She want to be broke down, because the whole 80% of her day breaking down men. She just want that one man that can break down her. She want that one man that can control her and can handle his business. And a gigolo can't do that because he's too sweet. Most gigolos, probably, have a lot of feminine tendencies. You know what I'm saying? They act like females. You know what I mean? They actually, they equivalent to a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Most gigolos, they like little hoes. hoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they the pretty boys. You know what I'm saying? But they realize that they're pretty enough to get money, just like a pretty female who's not necessarily a hoe, but she hang out in the club and she hang around all the ballers, and she knows that one of them ballers gonna fall in love with her, gonna pay her bills, and she's gonna be able to get a whip and a purse and some more extras from this guy, and then you know what I'm saying, she's gonna move on to the next baller. You know, once he peep her gas, or the gigolo's the same way. You know, he ain't nothing but he's a gold digger reverse. You know, he's a male digger.
Okay.
You know.
So to me that seems like that's more going, but people's proclaiming other things, but really the real tendencies lays with, you know, being a gigolo, or what you would call a ladies man or something like under those lines.
Well, you know, I talked to a few females, and they say most of these guys who claim to be pimps today, they generally send pictures of their penis. You know, if they got a large penis, they'll send a picture of their penis, or they'll send a picture with their shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll send a picture, you know, with their tongue sticking out. I mean, these guys are really gigolos. You know what I'm saying? But they think because they get some money that they pimp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and a pimp don't really want the money. A pimp wants the soul. I said that in a previous segment. You know, real pimp don't want no money. He wants soul. He wants control. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he likes the fact that he can control this woman's mind. He likes the fact that this woman to do whatever he say do. He likes the fact that this woman is submissive to him, and this woman accepts him and other women. He don't care about the money. It's more of a power thing for him. You know what I'm saying? He can care less about the money. You know what I'm saying? The money just comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, you know, they, like I said, they gigolos. They do whatever for the money.
Yeah.
You know, they eat food cheese. You know what I'm saying? They get butt naked. You know what I'm saying? They'll fuck all day. They do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the money. You know, money is what motivates them. You know, money don't motivate a pimp. No, we don't pimp. You know, control. He wants control. He wants the soul. He wants the mind.
Since we're running clarifications, because I want to get clarity, so nobody's, you know, confused. You know, they done been given the proper clarification of these things, so they don't cross up. Well, maybe you're saying a player is like a gigolo. You know, and I don't think you're saying that.
No. A player is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
You know, a player might accept home money, but he also might, you know what I'm saying, I mean, have a square pound that he fetch it too. A player might sell some work. You know what I mean? A player do all kind of things.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a player and a gigolo. A player is basically ain't nothing but a hustler. You know, he's playing at whatever game. A player do whatever he can get away with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a gigolo is specifically, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he uses either his looks or his sexual abilities in order to get paid. That's the difference.
Okay.
You know, a pimp is mainly the type of guy that's spending, you know what I'm saying, I mean, most of his time trying to break a broad down mentally, trying to control her and trying to control as many balls as he can control. And he gets a kick out of that. You know what I'm saying? It makes his kneecaps hard when he can, you know, have a bitch, you know what I'm saying, do whatever he say do, or, you know, earn his clothes, you know what I'm saying, I mean, or, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you know, just the smallest thing that he can control her mind with is more appealing to him than the actual money. You know what I'm saying, I mean, the money he may use, you know what I'm saying, I mean, as a tool, because pimps do need tools, jewels, clothes, and everything in order to get more females that he can control. You know, but he's not tripping on the money. Not like that. Because, you know, if you're a gigolo, a woman can come up to you and she could be a hoe and she could be with you and she can call you a punk ass nigga and you gonna be like, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why are you tripping?
Yeah.
A pimp, you know what I'm saying? I mean, either he gonna slap the shit out that woman or feed her mercilessly or he gonna just leave her alone. Because he can't accept that.
Yeah.
You know, he can't accept not controlling that woman's mind and her thoughts. You know, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? A player might be like, oh man, this bitch tripping, man. Fuck this bitch. I'm gonna get me another bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a player move around. Yeah, he ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he go, you know, he got money coming in from the dope. He got money coming in from the surf. He might even be laughing. You know what I'm saying? He just playing games. You know, he a player. That's why Pimp said, I'm not a player. A pimp will tell you, man, I only tell my radio on because it's player. Pimp don't never want to be called a player because he ain't playing no games.
Too cool for calm.